Why?
Because you said hats.
Hats.
17
What's wrong with
times.
saying hats? Hats. Fine. Hi, welcome to Half Messy Parenting, where I get to share with you my parenting experience and also how we're going through a pandemic time, and I just want to encourage you. Today I'm going to be talking about parenting through the pandemic. Now, this is a very popular topic and everybody's talking about it, that for me personally could get overwhelming with the advice out there or the routines that everybody wants to promote. So what I just want to do is I want to help encourage you to just have a mold. And you could go on Pinterest, you could go on mommy blogs and find great ideas. But I want to give you just a nice structure about what you should have for your child, for your family, to make sure that we're staying healthy mentally and physically through this time. What I'm trying to do for you guys today is I'm just trying to give you a mold, a structure of what you should have your family be like during this pandemic time. There's so much advice out there which I implore you to go get when it comes to activities and arts and crafts and how to handle your kids that are virtual learning or not able to go really anywhere. There's so much out there, but I'm trying to promote a routine. Now you might be asking how I came up with this. It's because I've gone through different seasons and I know I still have many more seasons to go through, but I feel like what I've gone through before has helped me come up with something good that works for our family dynamic and is keeping us healthy through this time. So I've been a working gal, then I became a stay-at-home mom, then I became a part-time stay-at-home mom by subbing, then I became a full-time working mom, and then I became probably what all of us are now, most of us, is a full-time working pandemic mom. Yay. So there's 3 things I really want to give you advice on. 1, how to be at home with your kids. 2, how to plan activities when a lot of outdoor activities and events are canceled right now. And 3, Bible time. That should be the center and the core of your family, and I want to give you tips on how to make it happen in your home. Now, whether you're at home with your kids full-time or if they're coming back from school, whichever it is, this is a great routine to keep in mind. You should schedule. Now, if you're one of those people that says, I'm not good at scheduling, it's okay. We're all going through a hard time and we can learn new things. Please do it. Now, when you schedule, make sure that you schedule the month, the week, and the day. And I'm gonna go through each of these to show you kind of what they should look like. Let's start with the day. A day should always have a routine. Whether your kids are at home with you and you're working and your spouse is working, or whether your kids are going to school and then they're coming back, there should be a routine set in place. There should be family dinners, there should be relaxed time, there should be activity time, there should be something. If you have a virtual learner at home, the learning part is already taken care of by the teacher, but make sure that you're letting them have some free time when they get home. Also going outside at least 20 minutes a day. That is so good for them. And make sure that meals are intentional and planned to be sitting with each other, listening to each other about each other's day. Even if you're with them all day, mealtime is very important. It's really important for the kids to know what that daily routine is. And it could be anything. I'm not saying what I do, you should do. But whatever it is, let the kids see it visually. Let them know what's coming. That could be a paper printed out with pictures about what they do. If it's arts and craft, it's a picture of a craft. And if it's going outside for a walk, you have a picture of 2 people going outside for a walk. For my kids, I got a white erase board and I would basically write out what we were doing at what time, and then they would be able to check it off so that they could look forward to free time or look forward to reading time or even some TV time. Yes, TV time. For the week, you want to have a weekly calendar. Now, that might be excessive for some of you guys, but I have the daily, I have the weekly, Monday through Sunday, and then I have a monthly calendar. But on that week, you should have a reoccurring event. Something like Fun Fridays, maybe even Taco Tuesdays, but something that the kids know will come every week so that they can look forward to it. Something that was special for us was Saturdays. We called it Saturday Splash Day, and we would just get these cheapy floaties, we would fill up a pool, and we would go all, like pretty much the morning through the afternoon just having fun. and the kids look forward to it. And I thought that they would get bored of it after doing it for the 5th time, but no, they really look forward to it. Finally, for the month, you should have something planned to look forward to every month. Whether it's going to be an outing somewhere different, a trip, just driving around, there should be something that the kids are looking forward to and you are looking forward to. For myself, I made like 2 things. I had something that my husband and I could look forward to. We did do date night as much as we could at that time and right now, but I made sure there was something for the adults to look forward to, for the kids to look forward to, and something all of us could look forward to. If you plan that within your month, you'll feel better and you won't have that guilt that when you're working and busy through this time that you feel like you're not creating a fun environment for your family. Plan something to look forward to. The second part I want to give you advice on is what to do when you have such limited activities. Everybody's going through a different kind of quarantine, but for us, I know that some restaurants are closed, some kid activity places are closed, museums, library, things like that. So what can you do? You could be creative. This is that time to just bring out that creativity and also to look at a lot of Pinterest and mommy blogs. They got plenty of ideas. Some things that we did was setting up play dates. If you're really nervous about exposing your children, try to find children that you feel comfortable with, that you know that their family has been quarantined well. We did that, and as a teacher and a parent, I implore you to make sure that they're getting some social interaction with other children, other kids their age. It is so important. Try to set up a play date and make it fun. Bring bubbles to the play date. Bring something to bake together. Have a bake-off. Try to be as creative as you can when you're going to meet up with people, not to just go and hang out, but to go and do something together. For those of you that have families nearby, make visiting family an event. Sure, our family lives near us and we've always gone to their place before the pandemic, but this time we made it fun. There is always something to look forward to, and even wonderful family members would do something special. Like my sister, she would go to Target and buy some fun activities that when we went over there, they would know that there was something more fun to do than the last time we went. Make it an event. Also, if you guys have extracurricular activities still made available to you, read the guidelines, see if you're comfortable, and go and do them. Whether it's chess, piano, gymnastics, sports, read their guidelines. Don't just shut it off because you think that it's going to be dangerous. See that if they're doing their best and if you feel safe, to let your kid go out and do those activities. There are a lot of creative things that you could do just at home, and I know there's so many blogs that are dedicated to giving those ideas, like camping in the living room one night, or doing a campfire outside, or something as silly as getting water guns, putting some food coloring in there, wearing white shirts, and having like a water gun fight. Try to be creative with a family event at home as well. Look around, maybe there's things that your kids never use, some toys that they never use, bring them out and see if you can enjoy them as a family. Just because you can't go to the museum doesn't mean that you can't have a museum in your home. Mealtime can also be a fun time. You could have picnics outside, you could go to food trucks. Try to make sure that you guys are eating together at least 3 times a week. But if you have outings like restaurants made available to you, take advantage of it and enjoy that time out together. And last but not least, I just want to really encourage you guys to give your kids chores. I know sometimes we always think that our kids are either busy or bored, but chores really enforces responsibility for your children, and it makes them feel a part of the home. If you're working and they're working, great at school, awesome, but we're all putting something into the home. And chores are a great way to do that. Do they get it right? No. Does my child water the plants the way that she should because she's 5? No. But that's not the principle. The principle is that I'm introducing it to her, and by the time she's 13, she'll know how to water a plant properly or clean a bathroom properly. Don't nitpick. Don't say no because they don't do it your way. Do it to enforce the principle of it. My last advice that I want to give you guys is Bible time. When you're planning your week, your month, your day, make sure that Bible time is in there, because when we're going through a pandemic like this, God's word is the only thing that could truly guide us through it, and your kids probably are experiencing feelings that they don't know about, that they don't know how to say out there. With God's words and with all the characters in that Bible, they help us know those feelings and give them to God. What a great opportunity for us to have with our kids. I do want to explain though, every age is different, so I'm just going to really quick run through the main idea you should have for the different ages of your kids. If you have a baby, yes, you could do Bible time with your baby. At this time, you could just talk to them about God's word when you're reading it and they hear it, but also you could pray over them when you're holding them, feeding them, rocking them to sleep. This is a great time for prayer and cover. Also, playing music around in the background is a blessing. You get them familiar with the words, and you also let them know that this music is the kind of music we want to have in our home. Prayer and songs are the way to go with your baby. At the toddler stage, your baby is now ready to move and groove. So you want to make sure that you put songs for sure, but you also introduce to them the Bible stories with playtime, like David and Goliath. I could get a doll that has a string swinging around and then a big doll and talk to them about David and the Goliath. They'll think that this is playtime and fun, but I'm introducing the name David, Goliath, Jesus, God, all of that to them. They may not understand it, but at least they're getting familiar with it. And then sink it in with a fun craft. They'll love that. So craft, play, and songs. This is great for them at this age. Once they're done with the toddler stage, they're able to get a little bit more deeper. So this is that great time around, I would say 3 or 4 years old, that you could read them the actual Bible story with a nice small Bible, even with a video, and then ask them about it. This is that time that they get introduced to reflecting on it. You also get to do songs and crafts with them, but you get to be a little bit more creative and you get to have the Bible time a little longer. But still make it fun. When you read the Bible story, don't be boring. It's not boring. Read it and have fun with the kids and then ask them about it. Finally, when you have your teen, this is that time that you really need to listen to them. You read the stories with them, then you guys reflect on it together, and then you just listen. Even if you want to just talk the whole time, try not to. And even if they give you that awkward silence, let them have time to answer. And when they answer or they ask you a question, don't deflect it. Really think about it. If you don't have an answer, you say, you know what, I'm gonna get back to you on that. I need to read about that myself. Be honest and listen to your teenager. Now with this Bible time, just know that they have attention spans different at every age. So if they're 2 years old, you'll probably get 2 minutes of Bible time. If they're 5 years old, you could get 5 minutes. Don't try to go overboard with a sermon. Make it fun, make it quick, but pray before you do it so that God can be there giving that lesson with you. I really hope that this encouraged you and motivated you and gave you some ideas. I really implore that you go to those blogs and Pinterest to find some great ideas, but I just know that you could do it. I know everybody feels defeated right now, but with God, you can do this. I know that I thought I couldn't, but every day is a new day of grace, and that's what I'm encouraging for you. I know you could do it. From my half messy life to yours, I know you could do it, and I'm here to support you.